If you've been thinking about investing your money, but you really don't know where to begin, you can't afford to miss Money Matters Mondays with Mike. Mike Rollins is the CEO of Scottsdale Gold and Silver. Good to see you.
Good to see you again.
So what's new this week with Money Matters? I know last week that you stated none of your clients have lost money or been affected by lower precious metals prices. How is that possible?
Well, there's, like, for example, there was a guy who called me last week and he talked with an expert and was recommended a coin. However, he wanted it for a long-term investment. And if you look, his coin's down 16%. But I told him, hey, look, they didn't do a bad job. They just didn't do what I would do for you, because I look at all the X factors. Had he just bought bullion, he'd be down 34%. He bought a low-end semi-numismatic and he's down 16%. Well, when you're looking at, you need to look at the X factors. So you need to know how many are out there and how many were made, and that's going to give you a much better opportunity. If you look at the two graphs, you'll see my clients last year in silver has not lost a penny, where clients who bought bullion, they dropped over 20%.
And that's, I mean, that's something when they come in to see you. I mean, what's the average rate of return, per year are you seeing?
There's been an independent study done by the government and Penn State. My clients, I followed their study. They've averaged a little bit better than 13% a year over the last 15 years. And the reason for that is knowing the supply and demand factors, knowing how many are out there. I know how much money it will take to move that market. So when I recommend a coin to a client, they can bet their bottom dollar that I've looked at every single X, Y factor and making sure that we're minimizing our downside risk and we're maximizing our upside potential.
Does your firm have a minimum investment? Because we're investors. I mean, we talked about it in the break, but it's true. If you're retiring and you want to get a little extra income, I mean, is there a minimum that we should be investing or can invest with your firm?
I have a client in Tempe. She sends me a check, literally $30 every couple of months. If you can buy one coin, you can be an investor.
So $30 is what she's sending you. What are you sending her for 30 bucks?
She usually buys Morgan dollars. I mean, these things, they've seen 160% return over the last 15 years. They've had zero downside as silver has slid, and it's something that you can buy little by little and accumulate.
Okay, so what is the mindset of your typical investor?
My typical investor is someone who is looking to protect their retirement or protect their money. It's like Will Rogers had a quote, I'm not so much worried the return on my money as I am worried about the return of my money. When you look at things out there, like with China melting down, I mean, they're manipulating their currency. We have a huge currency war going on right now, and it's going to cause us to, in turn, either the Fed's going to raise rates or not going to raise rates. My bet, they're not going to raise them, and we're going to see governments fighting deflation. So clients are really more worried about protecting their money, because if we see an economic crash that's predicted, you could lose 30, 40, 50%. So if you properly hedge with investment grade coins, gold and silver, with platinum, you can see a lot of upside that's going to offset the downside during a bad economic crisis.
And you're going to tell us about all of that. And this is a Morgan silver, right?
Yes, ma'am.
This is what you were holding. What is this going for right now?
That right now is a $500 coin. When I first started, that coin was trading for 90 bucks.
90 bucks, and what's it trading for now?
Over 500.
Wow. That's simple. An investment right there. All righty. Well, he said, you know what? He's going to teach you all about the gold and silver business and hopefully get your money to make you money. Scottsdale Gold and Silver is offering the first 25 callers Morgan silver dollars at 35 bucks. That is a 10% savings. They're located at 7033 East Greenway Parkway, Suite 280 in Scottsdale. To schedule a one-on-one consultation and receive a free investor's kit, call 480-739-1299 or visit their website, sgscoins.com.